Everyone, welcome. I'd like to call the Hammond Redevelopment Commission meeting to order on this Tuesday, February 7th, 2023. It is 4:31. The meeting will begin. Can you please stand for a pledge of allegiance and a moment of silence after?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you, Commissioner. Cynthia, can we get a roll call?
Tomich.
Here.
Soto Presley.
Here.
Garay. Myricks.
Here.
Poppridge.
Here, for the record, we have 4 present with 1 absent. Okay, number 3 is declaration of conflict of interest. Okay, number 4, communications.
None were received.
All right, thank you, Cynthia. Number 5, minutes dating January 3rd, 2023.
Mr. President, I make a motion to approve the Hammond Redevelopment Commission minutes for January 3rd, 2023.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Tomich, seconded by Commissioner Myricks. Is there any additional corrections or anything on these minutes? All right, since there is none, roll call, please.
Tomich.
Yes.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Garay. Myricks.
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes, 4 yes, 1 absent. Okay, number 6, approval of permit purchase agreement by and between Robertsdale Inn Incorporated at the Indiana Corporation and the City of Hammond Department of Redevelopment.
Members of the commission, in your package, you will find information regarding a permit purchase between Robertsdale Inc. and the City of Hammond Department of Redevelopment. This is a liquor license that we are purchasing. We purchase liquor license, and usually we hold on to them to sort of assist with when we're trying to attract restaurants, because a lot of times that's one of the challenges that they have, is a lot of restaurants are looking for liquor licenses, so we can do that to help attract different restaurants, and also it helps us to make sure that there's an even distribution throughout the city. So that is what is before you now, is for the purchase of this liquor, for the purchase of this permit. I want to keep saying liquor license, the purchase of this permit that we will hold and keep in escrow until such a time that we have someone that we'd be interested in selling to.
Yeah, I think that's good to have in advance like that.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions or discussion, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of permit purchase agreement by and between Robertsdale Inn Incorporated and Indiana Corporation and the City of Hammond Department of Redevelopment.
Second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Soto Presley. Let's have a roll call.
Tomich.
Yes.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Garay. Myricks.
Yes.
Poppridge.
Yes, motion passes, 4 yes, 1 absent. Okay, number 7, approval of contract for business consulting strategies and training for small business in Hammond, Indiana.
Members of the commission, what you have in your packet have in your packet is a contract from Business Consulting Strategies and Training. It's for the small business class that the class is offered to small businesses within the City of Hammond. It assists with marketing, because one of the challenges that we've noticed is a lot of small businesses have to utilize a lot of time with marketing, and sometimes that's challenging and it really affects their business. So this program is 4 weekly classes, 2 hours each, and at the completion of it, they will receive a small stipend that will assist with marketing to basically help them better market their business. It's been very successful. We've had several businesses go through it and they really enjoy it, and then they also, a lot of the businesses keep communication with the instructor, and so that they can further enhance marketing of their business. So it's a program we're really excited about. We do use community development block grant dollars for this, and it's just a really good program for small businesses within the city of Hammond. You've approved this before. You approve it on an annual basis, but that is what is before you at this time for the cost of the class as well as books and materials. So the total program cost is $5,500. That is the amount that is before you for the instructor.
Thank you, Ms. Tarver, for familiarizing us again on this.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for approval of the contract for business consulting strategies and training for small businesses in Hammond, Indiana.
I'll second that.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Soto Presley, second by Commissioner Tomich. So roll call then.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Gray. Myrick.
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent. Number 8's approval of agreement to purchase real estate for the real estate more commonly known as 6219 Holman Avenue.
Members of the commission, in your packet, you have a purchase agreement for the property commonly known as 6219 Holman Avenue. This property is owned by the Redevelopment Commission. And as you are aware, we did advertise for proposals. We met with the various submittals. And upon review of the various proposals that were submitted, we have actually decided to go with, or to approve the purchase of the agreement between Rami, being the buyer, and the Redevelopment Commission. He is actually offering $18,582, and he's given the earnest money of $5,000. We've met with him. He is interested in purchasing it for commercial use. So that is what is before you at this time.
Mr. President, I'll make a motion for the approval of agreement to purchase real estate for the real estate more commonly known as 6219 Holman Avenue.
Second.
Okay, we got a motion by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Tomich. Is there any further questions or discussion? Okay, roll call, Cynthia.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Gray. Myrick.
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent.
Congratulations.
All right, number 9 is approval of intergovernmental agreement between the City of Hammond by its Board of Public Works and Safety and the City Hammond Department of Redevelopment by its Redevelopment Commission for 5641 Soul Avenue, 5643 Soul Avenue, and 5645 Soul Avenue.
Members of the commission, this was just a transfer from the Board of Works. So the city's transferring it to the Redevelopment Commission. There's not it's just a straight transfer to you. And in order to do that, we need an intergovernmental agreement and correspondingly approved by both bodies. So that's what you have. It's already been approved by the Board of Public Works and Safety last Thursday.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of the intergovernmental agreement between the City of Hammond by its Board of Public Works and Safety and the City of Hammond Hammond Department of Redevelopment by its Redevelopment Commission for 5641, 5643, and 5645 Soul Avenue.
I second that.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Tomich, second by Commissioner Soto Presley. Is there any further questions for Attorney Westland? Okay, roll call, please.
Talmadge.
Yes.
Soto Presley.
Yes.
Gray. Myrick.
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent. Number 10, approval of intergovernmental agreement between the City of Hammond by its Board of Public Works and Safety and the City of Hammond Department of Redevelopment by its Redevelopment Commission.
This is the same thing with regard to a property at 58 Willow Court.
Mr. President, if there's no further questions or discussion, I'd like to make a motion for the approval of intergovernmental agreement between the City of Hammond by its Board of Public Works and Safety and the City of Hammond Department of Redevelopment by its Redevelopment Commission.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Myrick, second by Commissioner Tomich. If there's no further questions, roll call, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Gray, Myrick,
Yes.
Fauberge.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent. Okay, number 11 is determination of compliance with the plan for Woodmire Area Redevelopment Plan for the Hammond Family YMCA at 6532 Indianapolis Boulevard.
Good evening, Jay Buckmaster, CEO of the Crossroads YMCA. This exciting project, the new Hammond YMCA, so this is a project that will be a brand-new YMCA, 120,000 square feet facility, so usually there's always a comparison. This is 1.5 times bigger than the one in Crown Point, its first phase. And so it'll include, it's 3 times bigger than the current Hammond YMCA, just to put it in perspective. And this will have, this will be a destination YMCA that I think will just help continue to revitalize and excite that area. And so this would include some of the big features, obviously expanded fitness, 2 new pools, so it'll be a zero depth entry warm water pool with features and slides and kids area, as well as a 6-lane lap pool. So it'll have 2 bodies of water. That is phase 1. Which will include, of course, fitness, group exercise studios, gymnasiums, youth program space, adult program space, indoor turf, all the things that a community would need to stay healthy and vibrant and have a lot of activity for adults, seniors, kids, and families. And then in phase 2, it would include an outdoor water park. And so that outdoor water park would include big deck space for chairs and seating and so on, as well as a zero depth entry pool, so a beach entry, if you will, so completely accessible to all access, wheelchair included, and have features like slides, family slide. There's a family slide that we have planned, as well as outdoor lap swimming and multi-purpose area, and then 2 large slides that would be a platform with 2 large slides coming down as well. And so I think it's an exciting project for this area, and we're excited to bring it to you for consideration today.
This is a very exciting project, not only for the Redevelopment Commission, but also for the City of Hammond. As many of you know, we have the sports complex, that this will be a very good complement for family-friendly activities in one concentrated area.
There was an email, I'm not sure if you forwarded that or if you're still researching that with Ms. Gray couldn't attend tonight, one of our commissioners.
Correct. So Ms. Gray had, Commissioner Heather Gray had a question regarding the fundraising because of the cost of the project, and I did send the question to Mr. Buckmeister, and he is going to answer it at this time.
Yeah, so this project, as we announced it about a year and a half ago. And so, of course, after that time, construction and all the craziness. And so this project, we had to go back and fundraise a little bit more. And so this project is estimated between $65 and $70 million. That's what this project entails. And looking at it currently, we have about 50 million of that already secured. And so we've got about 15 to go. We plan, as we start to now seek after all the approvals, some naming opportunities like we have done in all of our facilities, like naming a studio, a pool, gymnasium. We think that's going to generate, another 5 million, and then we're prepared, we hope it's more, but we're prepared for any gap to be able to finance the rest of that. Wise internal or our financing. So we're not delaying this project. We actually, with all the approvals, we hope to start to mobilize on site in May and start this project. We think it's going to take 20 months, the first phase. And so we hope that this is by December 2024 that we would have a great Christmas present to open for the city of Hammond and the surrounding areas.
Very good, especially having $50 million already. That's a pretty good number to start with. Like you said, getting other investors to put their name on some things, that would be good to narrow the gap if it's there, but you. I guess we'll have some polar swimming too if you open that too.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, it'll be just such a destination place, I think, for the region when we look at the ability. And we believe that this facility will serve 40,000 plus people around the city of Hammond. So we think it's going to be used by a large majority, we believe, of the city.
Oh, definitely. Oh, yes. Oh, definitely.
Would people be able to, that stay in our hotels here, use the facility like a one-day pass or pay something? Look into that.
Probably not. What we have seen, now we'd have to take it a case by case, maybe specific times, might work for somebody in the early morning, right? Might work, but night may not work. And so I'll give you an example. Right now, all of our facilities, because of the amount of use, so inside of Lake County, we have over 100,000 members out of 500,000 in Lake County. And so we don't allow at this time guest passes to come in because we want to make sure that our members have all the access that they need. If we do find that there are some partnerships for early morning lap swimming or what I would consider off-peak times, we'd look into that, but that has not been our partnership with other communities.
No, that makes sense. Thank you. Any other questions? Otherwise, I'm going to bring Mr. Brian Poland up for his overview of the project. Welcome, Mr. Poland.
Thank you. I'd like to echo everybody's comments that I think we're all excited about this opportunity for Hammond. We're going through all the administrative review processes that we have with every project that we do, and it's been a fun challenge to work through all of the details of a project of this scale, and I'm very happy to be a part of that. This particular step, of course, is a determination of compliance with the redevelopment plan. This project is located in the Woodmar redevelopment area, which was absorbed into the Hammond Central redevelopment area in 2012. And, this area, of course, we all know it was at one time the Woodmar Mall area, and we've already transformed this area with the Hammond Sportsplex. This project is a phase 1 and a phase 2. So meaning the determination of compliance is covering both phase 1 and phase 2. Phase 2 would be located on the property that is currently where the two commercial outlet buildings are. And so, once those are removed, then they can go forward with the expansion of the water park. So the staff's recommendation is that the Redevelopment Commission make a determination that the proposed YMCA facility is in compliance with the redevelopment plan, subject to the Plan Commission approval of the final development plan and any of the other technical requirements that are required by the various departments.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
You want me to repeat the recommendation?
Yes, I do.
How about, it's written in the staff report.
I know, but you know how you put the subject to part, so, and I know you hate if we say so moved. So,
Fair enough.
okay.
So I'll read, the recommendation is that the staff recommends that the redevelopment commission make a determination that the proposed new YMCA facility is in compliance with the redevelopment plan, subject to the plan commission approval of the final development plan and the technical requirements of the various departments.
Okay, I think I got it. Okay. All right, Mr. President, if there's no further questions or discussions, I'd like to make a motion that a determination of compliance with the plan for the Woodmont area redevelopment, plan for the Hammond Family YMCA 6532 Indianapolis Boulevard is in compliance, subject to Planning Commission approval and various, help me out here, Brian, because I
Staff
didn't.
recommendation.
Staff recommendations.
Plan commission approval of the final development plan and technical requirements of the various departments.
That too.
All right.
So moved.
So moved.
Couldn't help yourself.
I second that.
That's a lot.
Okay, we have a motion then by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Tomich. Is there, one last time, any final questions or discussion on this project? Okay, roll call then, please.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Total Presley.
Yes.
Gray, Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes with 1 absent. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you. We should get a tour.
All right, number 12, approval of letter of engagement for cost recovery of environmental damages, former American Candy property, which is 628 Hoffman Street.
Members of the commission, you'll recall, this is the property that was sold to Meats by Lentz. As part of that sale, we had to do some environmental work. That there was a cost to the commission to do the environmental work. This agreement, Mr. Hinshaw, who I think you will remember, and his company, Consolidated Claims Management, now is going to pursue those that were responsible for the environmental contamination. And this agreement says that they're going to pursue those claims against those potential actors, and they get paid if and when they recover. So you're not going to pay them if, sort of like you see on TV, right?
Right.
No fee unless we win, right? Mr. Hinshaw's firm thinks that he can make claims against those responsible, and you're charged a third contingency fee if he does make a recovery. Which I think is fair.
Fair.
Time and everything else that's involved.
Mr. Commissioner, Mr. President, if there's no further questions, I'd like to make an approval of the letter of engagement for cost recovery of environmental damages, former American Candy property, 628 Hoffman Street.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Thomas, seconded by Commissioner Myricks. Let's have a roll call then.
Talmadge,
Yes.
Total Presley.
Yes.
Gray, Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent. Okay, number 13, approval for BP pipeline to park and stage equipment on HRC-owned property on 167th Street, which I believe is off of Ridgeland there.
Members of the commission, if you look in your packet, you will find information regarding a project that BP is undertaking on Ridgeland. They have requested to stage some of their equipment on a property that's owned by the Redevelopment Commission on 167th Street. They have basically given us all the applicable information to show that they have applied for various permits, so they are definitely complicit in their due diligence and getting the approvals necessary to perform the work. The amount of time that they anticipate using the property will be about 2 weeks, which is the time that they'll be undertaking the project. So what is before this commission today is permission to use the HRC-owned property to stage their equipment until the completion of the project. Which we've done things similar to this in the past. We've just had Attorney Westland drop some type of hold harmless agreement.
Yeah, I remember
NIPSCO, wasn't it?
173rd in Columbia, we did something.
Yeah.
Correct.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a request for, approval of BP Pipeline to park and stage equipment on the HRC-owned property on 167th Street.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Tomich, seconded by Commissioner Myrick. Let's have a roll call.
Tomich,
Yes.
Total Presley,
Yes.
Gray, Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes, 4 yes, 1 absent. Okay, number 14, our bills, register of claims.
Mr. President, I'd like to make a motion to pay the register of claims for November 10th, 2022 through February 2nd, 2023 for register of claims R62397 through R62787.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Commissioner Soto Presley, second by Commissioner Tomich. That's register of claims dating November 10th, 2022 through February 2nd, 2023. Claim R62397 through claim R62787 inclusive. Is there any questions on these claims for staff? Okay, then roll call.
Tomich,
Yes.
Total Presley,
Yes.
Gray, Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes, 4 yes, 1 absent. All right, number 15, reports. Ms. Africa-Tarver, would you like to share anything tonight?
Yes, I have a couple of things tonight. First, I would like to say thank you to Awana Miller, the Director of Community Development, as well as the Black History Committee for a successful program. Every year it's exciting, and every year we can look forward to something very exciting and informative regarding Black history. This year there was a tribute to the sororities and fraternities, and it was a very good event. I'd like to thank all the commissioners who came out. Also on your desk, I believe on President Hallbridge's, is information regarding the annual Disabilities Award breakfast, which will be held on, if you hand me the, I think it's
March 30th.
March 30th. I don't know why March 7th was sticking in my head. Thank you. Thursday, March 30th at 8 a.m. at Dynasty Banquets, 4125 Calumet Avenue. This is the 37th Annual Disabilities Awards Breakfast. As many of you know, it is an amazing event. It is, and for tickets and nomination forms, you can contact Cynthia Rangel, Disabilities Commission Liaison. Her number is included on here, so we would invite everyone on the commission as well as in the viewing audience to attend. This is a free event that celebrates persons living with disabilities. Also, I would like to invite the commission to the United Hospital Service opening, which will be on Wednesday, March 1st, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. As you remember, this was an $18 million Redevelopment for 55,585 square foot building located at 1335 Hune, which is in the West Point Industrial Park. We're very excited about that development. So if you are interested, please let us know, and then we will notify them. I believe it's just, I don't know if they're gonna do a formal like ribbon cutting, but they're gonna, for that period of time, they'll actually let you tour the facility. So we're very excited because, as many of you know, this property was vacant for a very long period of time. So this is this was like the final 7 acres in the West Point Industrial Park. So we're very excited about that. And that is all I have at this time.
All right. Thank you, Ms. Tarver, as always. All right.
Oh, we do have another thing.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'll be putting that on my refrigerator. New and unfinished business. I think we have a couple items tonight.
We do.
Go ahead, I want to steer you.
We do, yeah.
The first thing's a permit purchase agreement. So earlier in the meeting, you approved the purchase of a permit. This is a different permit that you bought a few months ago. That is a three-way permit that we are selling to Byway Brewing Company. They currently have a two-way permit. We're selling them, pursuant to this agreement, a three-way permit for the sum of $25,000.
How much was the sum again?
$25,000. We bought it for $25,000 and we're selling it for $25,000.
Okay.
Approval. Yeah. I make a motion for the approval for the sale of the, I'm not sure what to call the liquor license, the permit purchase agreement. I don't know. Is that right? I don't know.
Just a permit.
Yeah, it's for the sale of the permit
For the sale of the permit, okay. I make a motion to approve the sale of the permit purchase agreement.
I second.
And just for the record, it's to Byway Brewing Company,
To-
LLC.
Byway Brewery Company, permit number RR4538438.
Perfect.
I second that.
Sorry.
All right, thank you for that clarification. Then that's a motion then on the floor by Commissioner Tomich, seconded by Commissioner Soto Presley. Roll call then, please.
Tomich,
Yes.
Little Presley,
Yes.
Gray, Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes, motion passes, 4 yes, 1 absent. Okay, I think we got another item or two, something on.
I know you have permission to advertise for sale the property known as 5111 Calumet Avenue. Oh, we're receiving the bids on that, I'm sorry. We already advertised that, and you have one bid that was received today at 1:46 PM. They were due today by 4:30. The one bidder is Raimundo Contreras. I'm looking forward to purchasing the vacant lot. My purpose for this lot would be to expand my shop's parking by converting it into a gated lot. We would also pave the lot, create a small garden, and allow us to reconnect our shop to the city's sewage system. And he has a list of expenses that he doesn't have a amount that he would pay.
That was my next question.
So I would refer this is your only one, so I just refer it to staff.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion to refer this to staff by Commissioner Myrick, seconded by Commissioner Tomich. Can we get a roll call then, please?
Tomich,
Yes.
Soto Presley,
Yes.
Gray, Myrick,
Yes.
Poppers.
Yes. Motion passes 4 yes, 1 absent to refer to staff. Okay. there anything else? I thought there was something on Structure Point or something.
No, actually, we're getting two additional appraisals, I mean, not appraisal, two additional estimates, and it will be before you at the next meeting.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Ms. Tarver.
Thank you.
All right, that concludes then unfinished business. Number 17 is public comment. Public comment is open now.
Can you make a
Public comment is open. Public comment is open. If anybody would like to come forward and speak, you may do so. You have 3 minutes to speak. Okay, then public comment's closed. Public comment is closed. Public comment is closed. Number 18.
Mr. President, I make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Can you all signify by aye?
Aye.
Ayes have it. Meeting is adjourned.